I see Mr. Hayes and Mr. Bowditch. Mr. Bowditch, are you ready to proceed on Mr. Hayes, or do you need?
Judge, the matter that was handled with Miss Greer,
Yes.
that wasn't Canty, was it?
No,
No.
Miss Fortier, Canty's mine.
Oh, okay. Why do I have her, Miss Greer, on that case? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Bowditch. I appreciate it.
Mr. Bowditch, my question remains, are you ready with Brandon Hayes, or do you need to speak to either Mr. Hayes or to the prosecutor?
I'd like to speak with Miss Fortier first and then Mr. Hayes if I could.
Thank you. Now I see Smith in the waiting room. Marianne, I'm not sure if anything else is ready. Oh, wait a minute. Smith and Michaels, I see both of them. Good morning, Ms. Michaels.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Do you need to speak to your client before we begin?
I don't. We spoke yesterday. We're all ready to go forward.
Do you need to speak to the prosecutor?
No, Judge, I've spoken
Okay.
to her as well.
I'm gonna have you sit tight, mute yourself. The prosecutor's in the breakout room. When she comes back, there's one case ahead of yours.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. And that's it. Looks like everyone else is queued up and made it up.
Sir, with the name of Robert, what is your last name, please?
Lyons,
Jerry Lyons?
Robert Lyons.
Robert?
Yeah.
What are you here for?
I'm the husband,
The husband of,
Jerry Lyons.
okay, all right. I'm going to put you in the waiting room and we'll pull you back out when we're ready, okay?
Okay.
What was your first name again? I'm sorry, sir.
Robert.
Thank you.
Ready on Hayes?
Yeah, Your Honor, I'd like to speak with Mr. Hayes for just a moment if I could.
Okay, Ms. Fortier, there is both the attorney and the defendant are here on Smith. Ready to proceed on that?
Jeff, did you see the invitation?
Nope, not yet.
Can you go back to that breakout room?
Yes.
Judge, I don't have a note on here that this was one that I needed to have the complaining witness at, but I have no objection if Ms. Michaels wishes to set a final pretrial with the condition that the complaining witness be present.
Let me call the case 210096, State of Michigan versus Aaliyah Smith. Your appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Julian Schultz here on behalf of the people, P83359.
Good morning, Ellen Michaels, P67943 on behalf of Aaliyah Smith, who's present in court. We agree to proceed over Zoom today. The complaining witness is here, and he would like to address the court about this case.
Judge, I
Before he does that, this matter is scheduled as an arraignment pretrial.
That's correct, Judge. Again, given the pandemic and what's going on, how long things take, we were just, I know that, we're looking for expediency if Your Honor would be willing to do that.
I understand, but you were starting to say that the complaining witness is here. And I'm just trying to clarify from you.
Oh,
As to the
procedurally.
arraignment, can we address the arraignment?
Totally understand.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. So for purposes of arraignment, we waive reading the charges in open court and I stand my client mute.
Thank you. As to bond,
We're asking for a personal bond, Your Honor. My client is present in court. She always appears in court. She has no criminal history.
any response on behalf of the people?
Judge, the people would concede that Ms. Smith does not have a KPS history and does not appear to have a criminal history and would leave it in the court's discretion. Judge, I think based on the conversation that's going to follow, that a personal bond is appropriate.
Bond is going to be set at 3,000 personal. During the pendency of these matters, the defendant is to have no assaultive contact with the complaining victim, in this case, Carlton Bakley, Bakeley. And Ms. Michaels, I interrupted you before. You were starting to say that the complaining victim is here.
He is here. He is. His name is Carlton Bakley. He's present over Zoom.
And as for this morning's pretrial,
He would like to address the court.
any objection, Ms. Fortier?
Judge, no objection.
Mr. Bakley, would you unmute yourself, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your name for the record?
Carlton Bakley.
And what is it that you wanted to say this morning?
I just wanted to state it that nobody is forcing me to state anything. I'm doing this on my own free will. I just want to, don't want to proceed with the charges. It was no domestic violence, and it was just a misunderstanding, and I don't want to proceed with the case.
On behalf of the people?
Judge, very rarely are the people ever going to concede to a dismissal. So at this point, Judge, the people would just ask what the defense is looking for.
You
You're
muted
on
yourself,
mute.
Ms. Siddons.
People would just ask what the defense is looking for.
We're making, oh, I understand. We are making a motion to dismiss.
Judge, at this time, the people would just leave it in the court's discretion.
Judge, I have a little bit more information that may be pertinent if you're thinking about that at all.
Ma'am.
So the CP, at the time that this offense occurred, or alleged offense, CPS did an investigation. I have a letter dated March 1st, 2021, confirming that this CPS investigation was opened on 3/19/2020 and closed concerning alleged victim Aiden Blakely against the perpetrators Aaliyah Smith and Carlton Bakley. No other pending investigation at this time.
Is your motion to dismiss as to both counts?
Yes, it is.
Judge, also just for the record, that people would be unable to go forward on the child abuse charge if Mr. Bakley were to fail to appear.
Understood. The defendant's motion to dismiss this matter is granted. Anything else on behalf of Ms. Smith?
Your Honor, I'm asking for Your Honor to sign an order for destruction of the arrest and fingerprint card.
Any response from the people?
Judge, no response from the people.
I would sign that order, Ms. Michaels, if you submit it to the court.
Thank you, Judge.
Anything else now?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else on behalf of the people?
No, Judge.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too. Bye-bye.
Mr. Bowditch, are you finished with Mr. Hayes and ready to proceed?
No, Your Honor, I have to go. We were only in the breakout room for a few seconds. I'd like to get back in there for just a few more.
Mary Ann will move you back in there in just 1 second.
Thank you, Judge.
I see Sarah Hall in the waiting room.
Good morning, ma'am. Can I have your last name, please?
DeLong?
Okay. You're scheduled for 9:30. I'm going to put you in the waiting room and we'll pull you back out around that time, okay?
Okay. I see a Miss Hall in the waiting room, and it appears that she spoke with the MIDC attorney previously. I don't see one listed in her file, though. I'm not sure.
I'll bring her in. The person with the name of Jory's phone, can you hear me?
Okay, hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes,
What's your last name, please?
Watkins.
Are you,
Mary Ann, that's the complaint. That's the complaining witness on Brandon Hayes.
okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Hello.
Good morning, Judge.
Yes.
Martin. Good morning, Darian.
Oh,
Good morning, Ms. Belcher. Are you assigned to this case?
No, I was just saying good morning. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Good to see you, ma'am.
Good to see you.
This is 210115 SM, State of Michigan versus Sarah Ann Hall.
Good morning, Your Honor. Darian Fortier on behalf of the people.
Ms. Hall, would you state your name for me, please?
yes, Sarah Hall.
Ms. Hall, your matter is scheduled for pretrial this morning. There's a note in the file that during your arraignment, you spoke with a MIDC court-appointed attorney.
No, I've not spoke with an attorney.
You didn't appear with an attorney when you were arraigned?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I was. I'm sorry. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
okay. Are you appearing by yourself this morning in pro per?
That is correct.
Okay, and are you ready to proceed this morning?
Yes. I don't know if he's supposed to be here or not. I haven't heard anything from him.
That was for arraignment purposes. I wasn't sure if
Oh,
how
okay.
you were proceeding going forward.
I would like him, but I could still continue. I would like him, but I could still continue. I'm sorry.
No,
I don't
you're
know.
okay.
We could still continue.
I heard you, ma'am. I'm waiting for the
Oh,
prosecutor.
Oh, okay, okay.
Judge, like standby counsel today?
I see that we have MIDC attorneys in our waiting room, in our Zoom meeting room.
I just think since she indicated she would prefer to have an attorney, I would feel more comfortable.
I understand, and I'm not sure if Mr. Jadala or Ms. Belcher is available. Talk to Ms. Hall this morning. Ms. Belcher, Mr. Jadala.
Yes, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Jadala.
Good morning.
This is Sarah Ann Hall. She's scheduled for pretrial this morning. She had MIDC at her arraignment. The sole count is domestic violence.
We're not in the breakout room anymore, Mr. Hayes.
Okay.
She's indicated that she would like the assistance of counsel. Are you available to speak with her?
Yes, Judge, you could put me in the breakout room. Is there any offers?
If Marianne wants to put me and Mr. Jadala in a breakout room first.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
You're going into a breakout with Ms. Fortier.
Okay.
Mr. Bowditch, I see that you're back with your client. Were you done with the breakout room or are you out too soon?
We just need another, I was right in the middle of something. Judge, can I join again?
Yes, you can go back to your
Is that
breakout
me
room.
with breakout room too?
Yes. Mr. Hayes, can you go back into the breakout room?
It's not giving me an option.
Okay.
If you tap your screen at the bottom, it should say breakout room and you can rejoin.
I think I went in the wrong breakout room, Judge.
Let me see. I don't see.
Oh, now I'm in here with Mr. Hayes.
Oh, okay. Here we go. It said join breakout room.
Jeff, you were, oh, there you go.
Mr. Hayes, can you hear me?
You're still with us, Mr. Bowditch. He's gone to the breakout.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I keep going to the wrong breakout room.
No worries.
Mary Ann, can I get back with Mr. Hayes? I apologize.
Yeah, I just go back to the breakout room too. I've opened it up for you.
All right. Thank you, Mary Ann.
You're welcome.
Not a problem. Appreciate it.
No problem. Hello, Ms. Hall.
Hi.
Hold on.
So, Ms. Hall, today is your pretrial. Who's this person accusing you of domestic violence?
Wait a second, because you're not in a room yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I just didn't want you to say anything.
Ms. Hall, just hold on one second. I thought we were in a breakout room. We're not in a
No, it's
breakout room yet. So wait 1 second.
Okay, it's okay.
Thank you, Ms. Fortier. Just waiting for Mr. Hayes and Mr. Bowditch to come out. I don't see any other matches. Auntie's here, okay.
Your Honor, I'm on Miss Burns. He's not going to be appearing. It's going to be a dismissal. He's hospitalized.
Yes, Judge, that is correct.
This is 211454, State of Michigan versus Marcus Joseph Burns. Your appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Darian Fortier on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court. Leanna Belcher on behalf of Mr. Burns. Your Honor, my client has been hospitalized. I've received some documentation. He's in a psychosis. I did pass that information on to Ms. Fortier. It's my understanding that the people will be dismissing this matter at this time.
Judge, that is correct. I have spoken with my supervisors and indicated the situation that's happening with Mr. Burns. At this time, the people move for a dismissal without prejudice. In the interest of justice, if just so everyone is aware and prepared, Mr. Burns is to recover, there is a good chance that these charges would be reissued. But at this time, the people moved for a dismissal.
No objection from the defense.
Motion granted. Thank you very much, Ms. Belcher. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. I just have another one. I'll be hidden. It's Rodney Pfeiffer whenever he appears.
Rodney Pfeiffer?
Yes.
If you want to call and check on him, he was scheduled at 9 o'clock. I do cases at the end of the docket.
Yeah, I can call him right now, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am.
He was going to be requesting a trial. I could always just waive his appearance, but I would like to put on the record that Ms. Fortier did advise me that if he proceeds to trial, they will be amending the charges.
Thank you. Mr. Bowditch, you're back. Are you ready to proceed with Mr. Hayes?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's 210049, State of Michigan versus Brandon Hayes.
Yeah, ready, Your Honor. For the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of Mr. Hayes. Your Honor, today is the date and time set for a pretrial. We do have some issues. We're requesting another pretrial if we could.
The people have no objection to that, Mr. Bowditch. Your issues don't concern me, do they?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Mr. Bowditch, are you looking? We're looking at 4/23 for the adjourned date.
That's April 23rd, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
That's fine with me.
Wait a minute.
April 23rd.
Judge,
That's a
April-
Friday.
Yes, Judge, that's a Friday.
I'm reading the dates that were given to me, but if you're, oh, wait. That can't be right. Thank you. April 27th looks like it's a more. I'm just reading off my note here. So 4/27, 2021 at 9:30 a.m. Marianne, on the template, whose day is that? Is that still Judge Oakley?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. With Judge Oakley. Anything else as relates to Mr. Hayes, Mr. Bowditch?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Anything else on behalf of the people?
Nothing from the people, Judge. Thank you.
We're all set. Mr. Hayes, we'll see you on April 27th, 2021 at 9:30 a.m. by Zoom with Judge Oakley. Thank you. Mr.
Thank you,
Jadala,
Your
are you
Honor.
ready to proceed with Ms. Hall, or do you need something else?
Oh, Your Honor, we're ready to proceed with this Hall.
This is 210115, State of Michigan versus Sarah Hall. Your appearances, please.
Respect
Your Honor, Darian Fortier on behalf of the people.
and respect to Your Honor, Sam Rigidala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Ms. Sarah Hall. Your Honor, at this time, we're going to request a final pretrial that requires all witnesses to appear.
We're gonna use that April 27th, 2021 at 9:30 a.m. with
That's
Judge
April
Oakley.
27 at 9:30 a.m., Judge.
Yes, it is.
Judge, I would just for the record like to place the offer on the record.
Okay.
If Ms. Hall pleads to count one domestic violence, the people would agree to a sentence agreement of 12 months probation with batterers counseling and a no contact order with the complaining witness, in this case, Melvin, Melvin Moore, Moore.
And Your Honor, I have communicated that to Mrs. Hall. She is aware of the plea that was offered today. She has rejected it, and that's why we're requesting discovery in the final pretrial, Judge.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary Ann. We'll see you back on April 27, 2021 at 9:30 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Gisela, for your assistance.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hall. Have a good day.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Is there anything else ready? I see Mr. Canty in the waiting room, Mr. Bowditch.
Do I just leave, right? Leave room?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Am I joining that, Mary Ann, Mr. Hayes? Or Mr. Canty?
He's joining right now. Do you need to go in a breakout room with him?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Canty, can you join that breakout room?
While they're in the breakout room, would you check and see who this Moto and Wayne County are, please? Thank you. And thank you to the ferry that corrected the date. I knew that was too good to be true, as it can't be 2 months. It can't be more than a month.
Good morning, Wayne County. How are you? Can you hear me? Good morning, Wayne County. Can you hear me?
Good morning. Yes, I can hear you. I have Mr. Jerry Lyons here with me.
Okay, great. Sam, do you need to go in a breakout room with him?
Actually, I just wanted to talk with Ms. Fortier about Mr. Lyons. We talked briefly about him. I know that we're headed. I just wanted to see if Ms. Fortier had anything to add.
Okay, I'll put you in a breakout room.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sir, with the name of Moto, what is your name, please? Sir, with the fan above your head, can you hear me?
To the gentleman with the green hoodie with the gray shoulders, thank you.
Jeff,
Yes, ma'am.
do you need to go into a breakout room with Mr. Shelley?
Eventually, I have a matter with Mr. Canty first.
Okay.
Mr. Bowditch, we're just waiting for the prosecutor to come out of the breakout room.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I believe Mr. Canty, Your Honor, was set for a final pretrial today.
This is 2-1. I'm sorry. Ms. Fortier, were you ready to proceed with Canty?
Seriously?
Just 10 seconds, Judge, if I may.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, I'm ready.
This is 2-1-0-0-0-8, State of Michigan versus Terrell Canty. Your appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Darian Fortier on behalf of the people, P83359.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch, 45367, appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Canty. Your Honor, I believe it was early in February when we set this for a final pretrial with the instructions that the complainant must appear.
That is correct.
If not, the
In the beginning of February, I attempted to reach out to the complaining witness, both myself and my victim advocate. Both of us received a message when calling that indicated that the number is no longer in service. I did send a subpoena to Sergeant Salwa, who is a supervisor at the Romulus PD. He did attempt to serve the complaining witness, but I do not believe he was successful. I did attempt to speak with her again before today's date, and I was unsuccessful. I am unsure why she's not here.
Your Honor, absent her appearance, we would make a motion for dismissal of charges without prejudice.
Parties did appear back on February 9, 2021, and there was a request that the complainant appear. This matter is scheduled for final pretrial today. Inasmuch as the complaining victim has failed to appear, this matter will be dismissed on motion of the defendant.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Else, Mr. Bowditch?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
Anything else on
Thank you,
behalf of the people?
Mr. Canty.
On behalf of the people, Judge, thank you.
Thank you. We're all set with Canty. Mr. Canty, have a good day.
Bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Canty.
you.
Mr. Jadala, were you ready to proceed with Mr. Lyons?
We are, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Lyons actually has,
Your Honor, if possible, Mr. Lyons would like to speak with his attorney prior to going on the record.
I thought you just came out of a breakout.
We
I
did
was with
not,
the prosecutor with Ms. Fortier.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Mary Ann, would you put them in a breakout, please?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Bowditch. Were you with Mr. Shelley?
Yes, I'm going into a breakout room, Your Honor. I believe with Mr. Shelley, hopefully.
Thank you. Waiting for Ms. Belcher to show up with Mr. Pfeiffer. Mary Ann, is everyone in the waiting room accounted for?
Mr. Shelley, can you please join the breakout room?
Which one, Mary Ann, number 2?
Let me double check here. Yes,
Thank you, Mary Ann.
thanks. The person with the name of Antoine, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi. Your last name, please?
Williamson.
Okay.
Whose smoke alarm is that? What is she here for? Oh, yeah. I heard the beeping in the background. We have the long matter scheduled for, is Mr. Bowditch our assigned MIDC?
I don't know, I thought it was him or Sam.
This is the arraignment pretrial for Ms. DeLong, so I'm gonna have her, I'll confirm with them which one is the MIDC for the day. And before we proceed, unless Ms. Fortier suggests otherwise, I'll have her talk to one of them.
Judge, that's fine. And based on conversations that I've had with the complaining witness, I'm going to suggest that they set for a final pretrial.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Judge.
Mr. Williamson?
Yes. I might be in the wrong courtroom.
No, sir, you're in the right courtroom. You're looking for Judge Oakley?
Yes.
It's his docket. I'm just covering for him today.
Okay.
Covering
All
his
right.
docket, that is. No, you're fine. I understand the confusion. Now, we started the morning with nothing but attorneys, and now I see nothing but. Mr. Jadala, were you ready with Mr. Lyons when he reappears?
Yes, here we are, Judge.
Are you our MIDC or is it Mr. Bowditch?
We're having, I think I am, he thinks he is.
Well, since you came back first, when Mr. Lyons comes back and we're finished with him, I'd like you to speak to Christine DeLong. She has a single count of domestic violence, and today is the arraignment pretrial.
I will.
Thank you. As soon as the county comes back. So they came and sanitized the courtroom this morning after we had in-persons yesterday. I appreciate that.
They definitely don't do that at 36.
Well, I was surprised to see you in person, and I know that people still feel some kind of way about being in a public space. And so when I opened my door this morning and they're in here with the fogger and they're wiping and everything.
I mean, I appreciate it as somebody that has to come into the courthouse.
Well, it's better than me out there with a Clorox wipe,
Yeah,
but
but
yeah, they do a fantastic job. And I have another live on Friday, so. Are you kicking somebody out? Thank you.
Hello?
Oh, yes, for Mr. Lyons?
Hi.
Nope.
I think I got lost on the other one.
Mr. Shelley, were you trying to go back in with Mr. Bowditch, or Mr. Bowditch, were you finished?
I was finished with Mr. Shelley for the moment. I need to speak with Ms. Fortier, if at
No.
all.
What we're gonna do, I have one with the jail. We're gonna do that one, and then you can go back with Ms. Fortier because I'm sending Mr. Jadala in with Mr. DeLong after, with Ms. DeLong after. So let me just do this one, Mr. Bowditch, and you can have the prosecutor,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
unless she objects.
No, I don't have an objection to that. I just for the Lyons case, the complaining witness should be in the waiting room. It's a Robert.
He's here. I can see him. He's on the screen right now. Mr. Robert Lyons.
Yes.
Okay, this is, there's actually, hold on, I'm sorry.
Judge, there's 2 on the docket, but there's 3 total.
I can only address the 2 I have. So we have 201716 and 210099, State of Michigan versus Jerry Christopher Lyons. Your appearances, please.
Your Honor, Daniel, here on behalf of the people.
Respect to Your Honor, Sam Richardala, 62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Lyons. Your Honor, we were here last time. There was an offer made and we made a request demand for trial. We still continue our demand for trial, but Ms. Fortier did advise us that there was a 3rd case that we needed to catch up to the 2 case. There is a 3rd case. There's currently no offers because the offer was on the 2 cases and not the 3 cases. Although we still request our right to a trial, we'd also like maybe a control date to come back in 2 weeks to see if there are any offers forthcoming due to the fact that it's 3 matters rather than 2 now.
Judge, everything that Mr. Jadala said is correct. The people would join in on the request for a control date to see if maybe we can resolve this before it goes to trial.
I don't see the 3rd one. Do either of you know when the 3rd one is scheduled?
Yes, Judge, I have all 3. Okay, so 17, 16, and 9, 9. Okay, so I can even give you the court number for the 3rd one. I have them all set for today. So I'm not sure why the 3rd one is not on the docket.
I'm sorry. So the file number that you have that's missing for Mr. Lyons is what again?
20-1645.
Marianne is looking it up, 20-1645. Yeah, let's see where it actually is.
Okay. It might be floating in the jury trial stack of things that need dates.
I'm sorry, you said catch up with. Nope, Marianne, we're good. I know what the. It's waiting for jury trial. So if we actually schedule a final pretrial of these matters and make a note in the 1645 case, maybe as a review date so they can all travel together that way, Marianne? Would that be helpful, beneficial to the parties?
Yes.
Okay, we're looking at either the 23rd of March or the 27th of April.
Either of
23rd.
those is fine for the people.
I would say March 23rd would be better because my client is in custody.
I would agree with that sentiment.
So we'll set a final pretrial for March 23rd, 2021 at 9:30 a.m. That'll be back with Judge Oakley. And I'll make a note that we need to pull the other one, the case that's in the pre-scheduling box, to have it as a review so that it all appear. So that all 3 files get together. I'm making a note so that that can happen. That's back with Judge Oakley. Anything else, Mr. Jadala, on behalf of Mr. Lyons?
Nothing further, Judge. I'm prepared to go into the breakout room, Mr. Long.
Judge,
Thank you.
can
Oh,
I'm sorry. Just a couple things. The first thing is that may I request that for the next date, my complaining witness's appearance, he does not have to show up unless we take a plea and he wishes to be heard upon immediate sentencing. Because he is here today.
I have no objection, Judge.
My second thing is, and I just,
I'm sorry, that he does not have to appear.
yes, correct.
Okay,
My second thing is, it's my understanding based on the communication I've had with my victim advocate that Robert Lyons, which is the complaining witness, does not have an objection to a no assaultive contact as opposed to a no contact completely. And I do wish to confirm that with Robert Lyons before I make that clear to the court.
Mr. Robert Lyons,
Yes.
is it your desire to have the contact be no assaultive contact?
What does that mean? I just wanted the no contact order to get lifted.
That's what I'm asking. Currently, there is a
Yes.
no contact order in place and you want it just to be no assaultive contact.
Sure. Yeah. Yes. I don't know what that
You're
means. Is it just no contact?
Okay, so Judge, if I may briefly.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So right now what you have is a no contact order, which means that Mr. Jerry Lyons is not allowed to have contact with you at all. If we do
Right.
what's called a no assaultive contact order, he could have contact with you, but he's not allowed to assault you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Judge, I think based on that representation, that maybe it would be beneficial for Mr. Jadala to request a lowering of bond. I don't know that he heard me.
Mr. Jadala,
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Jadala, I think based on the conversation we just had with the complaining witness on the record, I was wondering if you had a
Try
bond.
to talk a little bit quieter over
I
there.
do, Your Honor. I would respectfully request that you consider, Your Honor, a personal bond on this matter. I know Mr. Lyons has been incarcerated now for a very long time. He does understand the consequences, although there are allegations of the bond of any kind of bond violations. Your Honor, I believe upon release, he does understand and he understands the no assaultive conduct regulation.
based on the representations made by the attorneys in this case, the bond currently in place for both of these matters will be amended to no assault of contact with the complaining victim, in this case, Robert Lyons, and amended from a 10% to a personal bond. Anything else, Mr. Jadala?
Nothing further, Judge.
Anything else, Ms. Fortier?
Judge, nothing for the record, but would it be possible to go into a breakout room with Robert Lyons?
Ms. Fortier, I'm gonna have you go into a breakout room with Robert Lyons. Mary Ann will effectuate that, and Mr. Jadala will go into a breakout room with Mr. Long and Ms. Fortier. Mr. Bowditch, I think, was waiting to talk to you too. So we'll do those moving pieces. And if in the meantime, I need to get, oh, Heather.
You put the wrong Lions in the wrong breakout room.
Sorry.
We're all set with your Mr. Lyons. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
And Mary Ann's gonna try again with Robert Lyons.
That was a very confusing move, so that's okay.
At least you're laughing about it, so I'll take that.
Yeah, it's fine. Nothing really shocks me anymore, so.
Don't say that. Please don't say that. I'm still holding Mr. Shelley on top. So when she comes out, the next up is Mr. Shelley, okay?
Mary,
Thank you, Your Honor.
invitation to go to number 4.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bowditch, we're just trying to get it done. I don't like the jail to hold. Mr. Shelley has been very patient. We're trying to Let's get through what we can get through.
Thank you.
Mr. Upshaw's in our waiting room. I'm not sure what his client is. Let's see. That's your attorney, Mr. Williamson?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Upshaw.
Good morning.
Do you need to speak to your client this morning?
No,
Okay. You said that awfully fast. The prosecutor just went into a breakout room. There's one case ahead of yours. Do you need to speak with her?
yes, please.
As soon as she's done with the one matter, I'll have you go into a breakout room with her.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, sir. Mr. Upshaw, do we have an appearance from you?
No, but I'll take it. Mr. Williamson just came in yesterday and it might not have made it to you.
That's fine. I just didn't see your name on the file.
Thank you.
Mr. Bowditch, you have a grandfather clock.
No, Your Honor, but I do have a clock that ticks. Can you hear it ticking?
I can hear it. It's fine. I just, when you hear it, I'm not sure if it's something in here or where it was.
It is not a grandfather clock, Your Honor, but it is
It's
a
a loud
clock
clock.
that ticks.
When there's no case going, it just gets strangely silent in the main room.
Your Honor, I can take the clock and put it in another location.
Absolutely not.
Oh, all right.
No, you're fine. And there's no one else in the waiting room.
I'm just waiting for the prosecutor, Your Honor.
I know. And when she comes out with Mr. Lyons, I'm going to have you talk to her, and then we'll do Mr. Shelley's case. I'm not going to send her with anyone else.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Did you have any other matters?
Your Honor, I have a 11 o'clock trial that I'm doing for Miss Patton.
Yeah,
And that would,
that's the one we talked about yesterday, Judge, that I don't think is going to go.
See, don't think it's going to go versus not going are two different things. And I'm waiting for my reporter to come back to move. You know what? Mr. Bowditch, can you and Ms. Fortier put yourselves back into a breakout room? I'm not sure which one you're assigned to.
I can try, Your Honor. How about breakout room number 2?
I only have 4.
Then wait 1 second, Mr. Bowditch.
All right.
Judge, I'd love to give you a conclusive answer to that, but since we're on YouTube, I'm not going to.
I hear her moving. Marianne, I'm sorry. That's okay. Go where you're going. Would you put Mr. Bowditch into breakout room number 4 with the prosecutor, please? And then she might be sending you a message about 11 o'clock.
Jeff, did you get the invitation?
Yeah, I joined, but now I'm back here.
There has to be a mechanism to force people into the breakout room.
You still didn't get it, Jeff?
I joined, but then I bounced right back here.
You try it again?
Sure.
And Mr. Shelley's gone now. Did he go? Did he get the invitation?
Mr. Shelley's, see,
Thank you. I know. No, you're not. Everybody's getting where they need to be eventually. And it's still only 10 o'clock. And there's not that many files left. The mayor's still in the breakout room? I need him to check on his other files because Will Ducavia says it. Mr. Jadala, is Daniel's your last assigned matter this morning?
Say that one more time, Judge?
Daniels?
Yes. And I have, has he checked in? Because I have not had contact with him.
He has not, and I was going to suggest to you that you might want to follow up with him.
I will, after we put Mr.
Possible.
Long on the record, I'll do that.
Thank you. She hasn't come back out, and there is one matter ahead of you.
All right. Could you
Thank you.
force her out, you think, or?
Marianne can force her out, but I don't have a prosecutor.
Understood. I'll just wait patiently.
Patiently. He sounds suspiciously like I did yesterday. Are you breaking stuff? No, it's okay. I thought it just sounded like a lot of things fell on the floor. Oh, yeah, I see a note here that the 3/23 date is actually me. It's not Judge Oakley. So the Lyons files will be back with us. Thank you, Mr. Jadala. Mr. Williams is, nope, sorry, premature.
Back, Your Honor. I need to speak with Mr. Shelley.
You need to speak with Mr. Shelley. Marianne will move you into a breakout room. Mr. Jadala, are you ready with Mr. Long?
Yes, Judge.
This is 210110, State of Michigan versus Christine DeLong.
Good morning,
Your
Your
Honor,
Honor.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Daniel.
Darian Fortier on behalf of the people.
Out of respect for Your Honor, Sam Jadala, P62186, Your Honor, I spoke with Ms. DeLong, and she does have the complaining witness with her in the car, who's explained to me that he's talked to the victim's advocate as well as the prosecutor and no longer wishes to proceed. I'll just have the prosecutor chime in on that, Judge.
Judge, that is the basis of communication I've had with the complaining witness. So if Mr. Jadala has a motion, I'll leave it in the court's discretion.
And Your Honor, at the appropriate time, we'd like to make a motion to dismiss this matter.
Mr. David Arthur DeLong. Would you state your name for the record, please, sir?
Arthur DeLong.
And Mr. DeLong, Mr. Jadala has indicated that you no longer wish to proceed in this matter.
Yes, I called the prosecutor and left about 10 phone messages with her to stop the proceedings. I also told the advocate that the other day too.
And you do not oppose this matter being dismissed?
Thank you, Judge.
Motion granted. Matter will be dismissed. Dismissed without prejudice on motion of the defendant. Anything else in this matter, Mr. Jadala?
Your Honor, I just asked for that case number one more time for Mrs. DeLong.
It is 210110 SM.
0110 SM.
Yes, sir.
And Your Honor, I just asked for a brief adjournment for me to try to get a hold of Mr. Daniels, if you don't mind.
Yes, thank you, sir. Mr. Long, we're all set. You have a good day.
Thank you.
Have we heard from a Miss Howard? Latricia Howard?
Mary Ann says no.
Okay, thank you.
We have Randall Upshaw here who might need to speak with you. I was trying to get Mr. Shelley's matter resolved. That's for Antoine Williamson, Ms. Fortier.
Okay, and that's me going to breakout room 1 with Mr. Upshaw?
Would you please? But when you come back out, I'm going to handle Mr. Bowditch's file.
Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Upshaw, are you back intentionally?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Do you need to speak to your client or are you ready to proceed?
No, Your Honor, we're going to ask for another pretrial date so I can receive the discovery, talk to my client, and receive other documents from prosecutor.
Mr. Upshaw, I'm going to make you repeat that. I'm going to call 210122 SM, State of Michigan versus Antoine Williamson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Darian Fortier on behalf of the people.
Thank you, Your Honor. Randall Upshaw, P number 43574, on behalf of Mr. Williamson, Your Honor. Your Honor, I had the pleasure of talking with the APA. I have not received discovery at this point. she's going to send me discovery, I would ask for another pretrial date.
March 23rd or April 27th.
Judge, just for the record, Mr. Upshaw does not have an objection to the protective order, meaning I will not have to redact the video discovery. So I think we probably could do the 2 weeks from now.
Pretrial will be adjourned to March 23rd,
Excuse me,
2000.
Judge. I apologize. I have a live exam on that date where I'm gonna be in person somewhere.
The matter will be adjourned to April 27th at 9:40 a.m. with Judge Oakley.
Thank you very much.
Anything else as relates to this matter, Mr. Upshaw?
No, and I appreciate your courtesy, Your Honor.
No worries, sir. You have a good day.
Thank you.
You're all set, Mr. Williamson. Ready on Shelley?
No, Your Honor, we need another minute.
All right,
With Mr. Shelley.
press the button.
They're gonna put us back in the breakout room, Mr. Shelley.
Okay, thank you.
She's doing that, and we have one unidentified person in our waiting room. Oh, here they come.
Hello,
Hi, sir. What is your name, please?
my name is Eugene Edward Williams IV.
It's your 940, Judge. He's
I
been.
know, he was here before.
Yeah, I was trying to log in, but it wouldn't let me. So I kept searching online and I found this telephone number to call. But I've been trying to log in since 9:15.
No worries, you're good, Mr. Williams.
Thank you.
Was there an offer on this, Miss Fortier?
Say it one more time.
For Mr. Williams, Judge?
Yes.
I may have 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Judge, it does look like he's eligible for 769, so it would be plead to DV under 769, 12 months, probation, batters, and a no contact order.
Then what I'm gonna do is have Mr. Williams talk to Mr. Dadala. So he's not in another courtroom. Who we just lost? Sam did? Oh, he might have gone in anticipation of Mr. Williams. Oh, they both went. Okay. Works for me. So Mr. Shelley is ready and they. Still see 8 files within an 11 o'clock trial. Okay, I received the update, no worries. Bless you.
I'm here.
Mr. Williams, did you have an opportunity to speak with an attorney?
I did.
Okay, nope. No, you're not gonna start talking just yet, sir. This is,
Judge, I was unsure of what was going on with Mr. Williams. I lost a little bit of connection, and then I still needed to speak with him. Could you tell me a little more about what's going on with Mr. Williams?
he's scheduled for pre-trial. The sole count is domestic violence. Miss Fortier had put an offer on the record. Had you heard the offer?
I did not, Judge.
You're muted, ma'am.
It's DV under 769, 12 months probation, batters, counseling, and a no contact order.
Okay, so it's one count of DV, and that's the offer. Yes, if I can go back into the breakout room, Mr. Williams. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Mr. Bowditch.
Your Honor, with Mr. Shelley, we're
Are you
requesting.
ready to proceed with Mr. Shelley?
Yes, Your Honor. My
Okay,
apologies.
that's okay. This is 210129, State of Michigan versus Lawrence Allen Shelley. Your appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Darren Fortier on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of with Mr. Shelley. Your Honor, I've had extensive conversations with Mr. Shelley about the plea agreement. He is mulling it over. I don't think he's ready to make a decision today. If we could have a modest adjournment in this matter, I believe it would help us.
Modest being March 23rd
Would that
or
be fine?
April 27th?
Would the March date be fine, Mr. Shelley?
You're muted, Mr. Shelley.
Yeah, that's fine.
April, I keep saying April. March 23rd, 2021 at 9:40 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We'll see you then.
Thank
Anything
you,
else,
Your Honor.
Mr. Bowditch?
Not right now, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you for your patience, Mr. Shelley. Mr. Jadala, were you ready on Williams?
Yes, Your Honor. We're just going to request the final pretrial.
Waiting for him to come out of the breakout room.
If he's on the phone, I think he has to hang up and redial.
Marianne can't force him out.
I'm not sure.
She's gonna try it right now.
Okay.
Oh, he's back. Okay, so this is 210136, State of Michigan versus Eugene Edward Williams the fourth. Your appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Darren Fortier on behalf of the people.
In respect for Your Honor, Sam Richardala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Williams. Your Honor, I've communicated the offer made by the prosecution. At this time, Mr. Williams was to reject that. And Your Honor, he was going to respectfully request a final pretrial where witnesses must appear, but also request discovery in the interim, Judge.
Judge, as Mr. Jadala is not willing to sign my protective order, I would ask for the April date.
The April date would be April the 27th, 2021 at 9:30 a.m.
No problems with that, Judge.
And that will be with Judge Oakley.
Thank you, Judge.
Every requested witnesses must appear. Anything else, Mr. Jadala? Mr. Williams, I think we're all set. Have a good day, sir.
Judge, what time is that at?
9:30.
Thank you.
Will I be getting a notice or something in the mail? Or
You'll be
just
getting something in the
appear at-
mail, sir.
But it's April 27th, 9:30, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Bowditch.
Yes, Your Honor.
Heather? Do you have any, Mr. Bowditch, do you have anything other than the 11 o'clock?
Not scheduled, Your Honor.
Okay. Waiting for Mr. Jadala's sole remaining matter to appear. Oh, Miss Belcher.
And Aaron, I'm going to stand in for Ms. Belcher as well as me. She has not been able to contact her client. I have not been able to contact mine. So we have no reasons for their non-appearance for either client, if you want to call them, Judge.
Thank you. This is 210027, State of Michigan versus Rodney Pfeiffer.
Sounds good. Respectfully, Your Honor, Sam Rigidala, P62186, standing in for the attorney of record. Your Honor, today is the date and time set for a pretrial on this matter. Your Honor, I have no excuse for the non-appearance. Ms. Belcher did try to contact him to no avail.
This matter was scheduled for 9 o'clock, is now 10:26 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, bench warrant shall issue 5,000, 10%. Any objection, Ms. Belcher? Ms. Fortier? And then you had 210064, 210065, State of Michigan versus Jawan Daniels.
And Your Honor, yes, respectfully, Sam Rigidala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Daniels. Your Honor, today's the date and time set for a pretrial in this matter, Your Honor. I've attempted to contact Mr. Daniels to no avail. We have no reason for his non-appearance.
Both of these matters were scheduled at 9:20 this morning. It's now 10:27 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, bench warrant shall issue 5,000, 10%. Mr. Jadala, does that conclude your matters with this court this morning?
It does, Judge. I just asked for one favor. If I could have the case number for Mr. Williams that we just set for a final pretrial.
It is 210136 SM.
And the first name for Mr. Williams?
Eugene.
Thank you, Judge. And I believe
Thank
that
you.
concludes the docket. Thank you so much. If you guys need me, just give me a call.
Will do. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Judge, I do have quite a few other.
Give me 1 second. What I have is 210095, Latricia Howard.
Yes.
That matter was scheduled at 9:10 a.m. It's now 10:28 by the court clock. Defendant having failed to appear, bench warrant shall issue. Next, 210094, State of Michigan versus Charles Webster. That matter was scheduled at 9:10 a.m. It's now 10:28 by the court's clock. There's no one in the court's virtual waiting room. Defendant having failed to appear, bench warrant shall issue. 210104.
Judge, this
Hey.
is he has numerous other cases. Elizabeth Young is his defense attorney for the other cases. He has been in and to be fair to him, he has been at every other court date that I've had with him and Miss Young. So that one, if the court would indulge me a couple minutes to call Miss Young.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm gonna put that on the side. I have. Wait, why am I missing the phone? Oh, the only other one I have is 210102.
Yep, that's also what I have, Judge.
Okay. That is State of Michigan versus Jamal Moore. That matter was scheduled at 9:20 a.m. It's now 10:29 by the court's clock. Defendant having failed to appear, bench warrant shall issue. That, other than the favors matter, that is all that we have on the pretrial docket. So I'm going to turn off my video. And Ms. Fortier, if you're able to get a hold of Ms. Young in this matter, we'll call the matter, okay?
Yes, thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Mary Ann. This Mayor Max email is yours, right?
Yes, ma'am. Darian?
Yes, I just wanted to make sure that that email is Mary Ann's.
She's nodding yes.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Young should be signed on for favors at this point.
Thank you for your efforts. I don't see her in our waiting room, and if you told her it was me, I wonder if she went to mine.
I did tell her it was you, and then I just spoke with her and informed her that she needed to go to Judge Oakley, so she
Okay.
should hopefully be on in just a minute.
We're here.
Mr. Bowditch, you're muted.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have an objection to our protective order for the Shelley case?
No, ma'am.
Okay, can I sign your name?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm gonna do
I
that.
thought I had answered that question a couple weeks ago. Did I not do it correctly?
No, you did. I just like to
Double check?
get your permission every time I have a new case with you.
Oh, well, yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good morning, Ms. Young.
Good morning, Your Honor.
This is 210104 SM, State of Michigan versus Elijah Favors.
Good morning, Marianne Fortier on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Neighborhood Defender Service by Elizabeth Young, appearing on behalf of Elijah Favors. I would just state off the bat, and I apologize for being late, Your Honor, because Mr. Favors is only charged with a misdemeanor. My office technically couldn't be, I mean, I guess we technically could be appointed, but I assumed that I wouldn't be taking this case because there's no felony attached to it. So I just spoke with my supervisor to see what our policy is regarding whether or not Neighborhood Defender Service can take these sorts of cases, and it's basically within my discretion. So that's where things are.
Well, Ms. Young, I appreciate that. And when I saw Mr. Favors' name on the docket, I remember that there was an outstanding matter, but I would like to acknowledge the fact that the prosecutor in this matter indicated that she would make efforts to reach out to you as a level of professional courtesy that I find refreshing. So it's her effort to get you here this morning on behalf of your client, Mr. Favors. This matter was actually scheduled for arraignment pretrial before Judge Oakley this morning. And without him being present, I understand that I'm not sure why he's not present, but because he has appeared at all his other matters, would it be better to adjourn this matter to our March 23rd docket and send him notice so that he can be here?
I don't have an objection to that.
I'm sorry, Ms. Ford.
No, I just was saying I don't have an objection to that. Like I told the judge off the record before you came on, Mr. Favors has been at, I am the prosecuting attorney on the other matters as well, and he's been at every court date. So I just wasn't sure if maybe he didn't get notice of this date or something else going on. So I don't have an objection to a brief adjournment as long as he comes to the next date.
Yeah, it's definitely not his fault. I suppose I can take the blame for it. I truly did not think that I would be handling just this misdemeanor matter. So I wasn't on top of the court date, and I didn't tell Mr. Favors to be present at this court date. I think he probably just has no idea that this is happening right now. So my apologies for not.
Ms. Young, absolutely not. No apologies needed from you. Mr. Favors, like I said, I remember when he was before everything was fine. It's unusual for him not to appear. We're going to adjourn the arraignment pretrial to March 23rd, 2021 at 9:40 a.m. That'll be back with me. Mr. Favors will appear and be arraigned at that date and time. Anything else on behalf of the people?
Just to confirm, Ms. Young, you are using your discretion to take this case, so I should send the discovery to you.
You can send the discovery to me, sure. Yep.
Anything else, Ms. Young?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you for joining us this morning. Have a good afternoon.
You as well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms.
The only other matter I have is the 11 o'clock. There are two officers in our waiting room. It's 48. Do you want me to admit them? Do you need to have conversation with them? Belinsky and Bettendorf.
That would be great, Judge. Thank you very much.
Okay, I am bringing them both on. Nope, I brought the wrong one.
If you could toss me in a breakout room, I would appreciate it.
Mary Ann's going to do that. She'll move you into a breakout room with the detective and the officer.
Thank you.
Who am I meeting with here? Bettendorf and somebody else.
Oh, Bettendorf's actually on here?
I think so.
Is the volume up?
Yeah.
I mean, am I muted or no?
No.
Bettendorf is muted, but you're both going into a breakout room with the prosecutor.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Sir.
Is that you, Mr. Jessup?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm Jeff.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, sir. I'm good.
Good,
So
good.
you've completed everything. You're where you should be.
Right. Okay, great.
All right.
I'm learning.
We did good.
Great.
There is a place, Mr. Jessup, if you feel more comfortable, where you can mute on the top. If you push on the top line, there's some little icons. There's a microphone.
I'm okay.
All right.
There's nobody here. I'm here all by myself, and
all right,
I'll be fine.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
The less I mess with it, the more comfortable I am.
I understand. If I start messing with mine, I have to have my 7-year-old grandson come and fix it.
Exactly. We're probably about the same age.
Brother, this computer stuff passed me by.
Right. Oh yeah. My daughter calls me Amish.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be right back, Mr. Jessup.
Okay. I'll be here.
Mr. Jessup.
Yes.
The one question I will ask you, though, I'll ask you, since I'm not the attorney of record for your bench trial today, I'm going to ask if it's all right if I sit in for the attorney of record, Ms. Patton. And hopefully your answer will be yes, it's fine that I represent you today in her place.
Yeah.
And I'll make my apologies
Yeah,
to the court why she can't be here. But I can't represent you without your permission. So we'll just
Yes,
put
sir.
that on
I
record.
gave it to her.
Well,
I gave it to Miss Patton and to you. Yep. Totally.
We'll just touch base when the judge comes back.
Okay.
That'll be the question I'll ask you first.
Okay.
Mr. Jessup, we might be waiting till 11:15.
Okay. That's fine.
All right.
I'm in a nice comfortable chair.
Me too. Other than answering that initial question, I don't believe there'll be many questions for you.
Okay.
Judge, we can probably go unless there's somebody in the waiting room.
Okay.
going to be up here in a second, Mr. Jessup.
Okay.
We're still friends.
But isn't that a shame?
Good morning.
Good morning,
This
Your
is
Honor.
201560. Your appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Darian Fortier on behalf of the people, P83359.
Wait,
Your
I'm
Honor.
sorry, Ms. Fortier, for some reason, hold on one second, I'm having a little sound issue. Let's try this. Okay,
You need me to go again, Judge?
no, I heard you. I have your parents noted. Thank you, ma'am.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch, 45367, appearing on behalf of and in place of the attorney of record, Ms. Patton. Initially, Mr. Jessup, do you mind me filling in for your attorney of record, Ms. Patton, for today's proceedings alone?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, you mind, or no, you don't mind?
No, I don't mind. Yes, you can represent me.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you,
Jessup.
Mr. Jessup. Your Honor, today's the date and time set for a bench trial in this matter. Defense ready to proceed.
Judge, at this time, the complaining witness in this case, Joy, Joy, last name Burnett, Burnett, has failed to appear. I did leave a message for her on February 25th in regards to this bench trial. I did leave another message on, I believe, Saturday in regards to today's bench trial. I did send subpoenas to my officer in charge, Detective Bettendorf, who is present over Zoom. And he has also had no luck in contacting the complaining witness in this case. My victim advocate also left a message regarding today's court date and time. I have no explanation for Ms. Burnett's failure to appear, but without her, the people are unable to proceed.
Your Honor, at this time, defense would put forward a motion for dismissal of charges.
Inasmuch as the people have indicated that they are unable to proceed without the named witness, this matter having been scheduled at 11 o'clock, it now being 11:28 by the court's clock, defense motion will be granted. This matter will be dismissed.
Your Honor, could I get the case number once again?
It is 201560 SM.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Anything else on behalf of the people?
Nothing from the people, Judge.
Anything else, Mr. Bowditch?
Nothing, Your Honor.
We're all set. Mr. Jessup, have a great day.
Thank you.
That
Thank you,
concludes
Mr.
our
Jessup.
docket.
May I inquire if Judge Oakley will be here tomorrow or if someone's standing in for him tomorrow as well?
Judge Oakley will be back tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much. You take care.
Thank you. Have a great